Alright, let's do this. Hey guys, so today I'm going to be talking about something I am very, very passionate about that I think is very important in our society today. And that is why guys should read Jane Austen. But real men read Austen. Though I think this is useful for any guys, because guys, if you read Austen, it is automatically something that girls will love about you. Even if it's not for any of the good reasons I will explain in a moment, you should still read it. So let's get into it. Reason number one. Now this is something that I think is very, very important for all boys to understand, and that is it is not just romance, okay? It is not just a chick flick. It is not just something that girls just love automatically because it's all about Mr. Darcy. No. I understand why there's that preconception, because that's a lot of times, but that's why girls like it, because it's kind of a shallow version of it. They don't really understand. It's also because, you know, all the movies and stuff, they are super romantic, and it is something that girls like to watch, and I mean, I love it. But there's so much more to the Jane Austen novels than just romance and love and all that. So that's the first thing you should understand. It is not just about romance. My reason number two is that it's hilarious. Jane Austen is like, okay, something a lot of boys don't understand when they're reading it is that they think she's being serious about a lot of it. But the truth is, she's very satirical, and she uses a lot of irony. I mean, and the thing about it is, like, her humor is very subtle, and so if you're not maybe looking for it and don't understand it's going to be there, you may just think it's really stupid that these people act really stupidly, and why is everyone just being so dumb all the time? No, it's because she's being hilarious, and if you're looking for it, it's really cool to find. So basically what I'm saying is that, you know, if you're smart, you'll be able to pick up on it. One of the other reasons is that it is realistic. It's realistic in the sense that there's not like magic or dragons or anything like that. It's set in the real world, it's set with real people, with real problems. Which leads me to reason number three, and that it has substantial themes. Every book, there are definite themes throughout them that kind of, tie the whole thing together and make it whole and make it really worth reading, make it worth learning something from. I'm not going to give too many examples because I don't want to like spoil anything for anybody, but Pride and Prejudice, you can see from the title that it's about pride and prejudice, and in the story it's about the characters who have these flaws and how they get over them, which kind of leads me into reason number four. The characters are very, very complex, and they all have their own flaws. They all have problems. They're not just perfect characters. They all have something that they are overcoming. That's one of the things I love it, that they have these transformations throughout the books. And I think generally you can find that in almost all of them. In Pride and Prejudice, there's Elizabeth and Mr. Darcy, and they have their own issues, and I'll leave it to you to settle which one is pride, which one is prejudice. Personally, I think there's a little bit of both in each, but they have to overcome their own problems before they can really, be perfect together. These are just a few of the reasons why it's really important and why I think guys should read it. It's not just a simple romantic book. There's so much more to it. There's so much humor, there's so much complexity. And one of the things I wanted to mention is that when I was coming up with some of the things I wanted to talk about for this video, I went and read through of some guys' descriptions of why they liked it and why they took from it. This is something that I can't personally relate to because I'm not a guy. A man on a blog post talked about how he was able to see that it taught him a lot about being a gentleman and what it meant to treat people right and what it meant to man up. There's always that one male character, the lead, who seems to be almost perfect, and they're not, and you have to look and try to find those things that are wrong and see how they overcome them and how they change them. Not necessarily change themselves, but they work toward correcting that and being a better person. So those are just a few of the reasons in a very long rambly video of why guys should read Jane Austen. Just to summarize, because it's hilarious, because it teaches you lessons about real life. It's very complex and interesting and will keep your attention. Also, one of the biggest reasons, girls love it, real men read Austen. So, I hope this has been helpful for any of you guys who are teetering on the edge of whether you wanted to read it. My advice is to go for Pride and Prejudice first because that will be the most impressive and the one most girls have actually read. And if you're getting a little ambitious and want to read some other ones, as far as popularity goes, Emma and Sense and Sensibility are the top ones. And then one of my personal favorites is Northanger Abbey. It is the shortest one, so that's also something good. And it's also less well known, so if you're like, oh, well, I've actually read it, it's Jane Austen, people may be impressed with you. And that is it. I'll see you guys later. Bye! So. So, since I'm in the dorm, it's always really quiet, and people can hear everything I say from here, so I don't want people being like weirded out. So I actually Ooh. I put a bunch of pillows on the ground so people couldn't hear what I was saying. I doubt it really actually worked, but let's try. But anyway, bye!